Beloved ones, today we are going to embark on a profound journey, exploring the timeless wisdom of Lao Tzu, the great Chinese philosopher, whose vision can transform the way we see our life and our reality. Imagine a world where life flows with the same smoothness and harmony as a river, where peace and contentment are not distant dreams, but tangible experiences within everyone's reach. Lao Tzu offers us a clear and profound vision of how we can live with more authenticity and balance amid the turbulence of the modern world. In a time when we are bombarded by pressures to consume more, do more, and be more, Lao Tzu's philosophy stands out as a beacon of simplicity. He teaches us that true fulfillment does not come from accumulation or the constant pursuit of the new, but from the simple act of valuing what we already possess. Manifest simplicity, he says. Reduce selfishness. Have few desires. This is a message that strongly resonates in today's world, where most of us are swept away by a constant flow of desire and dissatisfaction. What would happen if, instead of focusing on what we lack, we decided to look at what we already have with gratitude? And more so, what if simplicity were not about deprivation, but about making space for what truly matters? Lao Tzu invites us to declutter our spaces, our days, our hearts. Start small. Simplify your home, your daily commitments, and observe how your mind and emotions begin to clear. True freedom, according to Lao Tzu, lies in letting go of complications and embracing simplicity. In addition, one of the greatest lessons he shares with us is the principle of Wu Wei, effortless action. In a world where productivity and constant effort are seen as virtues, Lao Tzu teaches us that doing things naturally, in alignment with the flow of life, may be the key to true fulfillment. Instead of forcing or resisting, the Master invites us to listen to our intuition and trust the wisdom of the present moment. If you are stuck in a decision or feel stagnant, he teaches us to stop, create space, and allow clarity to arise naturally. As beings of light, we have the ability to live more simply and more aligned with what truly matters. Lao Tzu reminds us that true wisdom lies in humility, stillness, and presence. By adopting this philosophy, we begin to free ourselves from the weight of external expectations, and instead of fighting against the current, we learn to flow with it. Now, how can you apply all this in your daily life? How can you begin to free yourself from the pressures of modern life and live with more simplicity, serenity, and harmony? That's what we'll explore next. In the second part of this journey, we'll dive into how Lao Tzu's wisdom can be applied in our daily lives to transform the way we relate to the world and to ourselves. He invites us to understand that life is not about accumulating or controlling everything around us. On the contrary, it's about acting with fluidity, allowing things to happen naturally, in tune with the rhythm of the universe. In a frenetic world where we are always seeking more possessions, more success, more validation, Lao Tzu's philosophy of Wu Wei becomes a silent revolution. Wu Wei is often translated as non-action or effortless action, but its essence goes beyond inactivity. It's about not forcing, not fighting against life's currents, but rather acting with the intelligence of the present moment, allowing energy to flow without resistance. Imagine water flowing freely in a river. It doesn't struggle, but it reaches its destination with impressive ease. When we begin to apply this philosophy, we start to realize that it isn't necessary to fight so hard to achieve our goals. Instead, we can achieve more by acting with balance, flowing naturally with circumstances, without trying to control every detail. True transformation occurs when we let go of excessive control and begin to trust in life's process. Lao Tzu teaches that by releasing the need for control, we make space for the unexpected, for opportunities that would otherwise be overlooked. By practicing humility, acceptance, and trust, our life begins to flow more easily, and what once seemed distant or unreachable becomes accessible. He teaches us that by embracing the present moment and being flexible, we become more adaptable to the changes that inevitably arise. Lao Tzu also emphasizes the importance of stillness and silence as sources of strength. He is not only referring to the absence of external noise, but to the creation of an inner space of calm, where we can hear our inner voice. In a world saturated with stimuli, where we are constantly distracted, Lao Tzu challenges us to stop and pay attention to what is essential. This can be done through daily meditation practices, moments of introspection, or even walks in nature, where we can reconnect with the simplicity of nature and with our own essence. Dear beings of light, now that we have explored Lao Tzu's essential principles of simplicity, trust, and flow, let us dive deeper into how we can embody these teachings to transform our perception of ourselves and the world. The true magic, according to Lao Tzu, is not in doing more, but in being more. He teaches us that our greatest strength does not lie in constant effort, but in harmony with life. The practice of humility, as Lao Tzu teaches us, invites us to observe without haste, to listen without judgment, and to act without ego. In a world where everyone seeks to stand out and be recognized, Lao Tzu suggests that true wisdom resides in silence and stillness. It is in silence that we can hear the whispers of the soul, guiding us toward a fuller life. Humility does not mean erasing oneself, but recognizing that we are all connected, and that true strength comes from opening ourselves to constant learning, to growth without hurry. Furthermore, Lao Tzu warns us of the danger of attachment, especially the desire to control the outcomes of our actions. Many times, we find ourselves trapped in rigid expectations and goals, not realizing that the pressure to control everything around us only creates resistance. The secret lies in letting go. This does not mean giving up or being passive, but trusting that things align when we allow the universe to move without our constant interference. By allowing life's flow to happen, we open ourselves to unexpected possibilities that may be far greater than those we were trying to force. In the end, Lao Tzu invites us to live in harmony with the Tao, the natural flow of the universe. This is not about abandoning our dreams or goals, but about accepting them as part of a great flow that is already happening. By embracing uncertainty with trust and acceptance, we become more aligned with life's greater purpose. It is in this state of alignment, of not fighting against what is, that we find peace and fulfillment. And it is in this space that true transformation happens. Now, I invite you to reflect on how you can apply these principles on your own path. In which areas of your life have you been trying to control too much? Where can you allow more flow? How can you make your life simpler, more present, and more aligned with the natural flow? Remember that true transformation begins with the acceptance of the present moment. If something touched your heart today, share it in the comments. How will you apply this wisdom in your daily life? Let's walk this journey of transformation together, always with the trust that the universe is guiding our steps.